Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here now that my 2 informative videos are done for the day, including me increasing the weight on my bench press and my new series I'm doing on rebuilding my bench press, so go check that out if you're interested. Now it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing. Got tucked under there. Work on skilling up my crafting a bit, and let's talk about the way the supplement industry uses athletes and YouTubers and other people, other personalities in the fitness world, to basically make money off their back while giving them very, very little in return. And you know what? The Hodge twins actually talked a lot about this a few years ago. You guys remember that when they talked about, look, don't go selling other people's stuff. Make your own brand. Make your own name. And they broke a lot of that down. And I'll get in a minute to how they actually sponsor most people who aren't like top-level bodybuilders or something. The way they sponsor people, it's not a real sponsorship. It's not a sponsorship like Nike or Reebok give, okay? Not even close. So, what they talked about, they were saying, look guys, you know, you get all these YouTubers who they get sucked in by these supplement companies and they want you to promote them and you're sponsored and everything, and it's like they have you come work at some expo, right? At their booth. Work a 16-hour day at a booth, on your feet, busting your ass. You ever stood around on concrete for 16 hours a day, shaking people's hands and doing other stuff and all that? You know, that actually is pretty tiring. And they'll have you do that, and yeah, they pay to fly you out, but at the end of the day, sometimes they don't even pay them any money. They talked about that a lot. They're like, it really is a ripoff. It's really almost slave labor, but these guys are dumb enough to do it because these companies approach YouTubers, they approach athletes and other people like, we want to give you an opportunity. This is an opportunity. We're going to fly you to this expo. We're going to put you up here and increase your fan base. And maybe it does a little, maybe it doesn't. But they only take you out there if you're worth something already. Now here's the thing, if they're willing to fly you out, it's because they know they can make money off your name. And they present it to these guys like they're giving them some great opportunity. I mean, they're flying you out here. You get a chance to meet a bunch of your fans, well, the ones that show up. I mean, but quite frankly, you're not going to have more than 1,000 of your fans show up at an expo. I mean, I went to an expo in the UK once, and yeah, I met dozens and dozens of people who wanted their photos with me, wanted to shake my hand and everything when I was just walking around. But you're only going to meet so many, and you're going to put a lot into doing that. And they present it as an opportunity. We're going to fly you out and pay for your hotel. But they don't really usually give them any money for it. And if they do, it's nowhere near for the time they invested. When you think about it, the amount of stuff they could have done themselves on their own with that same amount of time as far as their own video production for a YouTuber, they could have made a hell of a lot more money. People say, what do you mean? It couldn't? Yeah, you really could. 16 hours of work, especially if it's 2 days, 32 hours of work. You put in 32 hours of work on your YouTube channel, if you've got an audience, you're going to make a fair amount of money off that. All right, that's a lot. So they're going to fly them out and do all that, but really at the end of the day, they don't gain really new subscribers from that. They really don't gain much outreach from going out and doing that. But they end up working them, and they make money off their name. You got someone who's got 50,000 or 100,000 followers on YouTube. That company just reached all their fans. They're probably going to get a couple thousand new customers out of it. They're going to make money out of it. You know, if they get 1,000 new customers and every one of those customers buy enough products to give them a $20 profit, which is really going to be $30 worth of products, because they mark this stuff way up. The ingredients in most of these supplements, the ingredients a lot of times in a $50 supplement tub, sometimes the ingredients are only worth $5 or $10. But you got to figure in labeling, everything else. They're going to make $20 off of a $30 sale. They pick up 1,000 customers who just buy a $20 profit each. That company's going to make $20,000 off that person. And that's not uncommon with that. They're going to make 20 grand off of them. They're going to make the money, and they're going to fly you out. They're going to fly you out, pay for your hotel and flight and food to give you the privilege to stand at their booth for 16 hours a day. And they present it as an opportunity, and a lot of people are like, well, that is an opportunity. No, it's not an opportunity for those companies to make money off of you. Be different if they say, hey, we're going to give you $5,000. $10,000 to come out and do this on top of paying for everything. Okay, now that might be something, but they don't do that, do they? They don't do that, do they? When they really should. Somebody with 100,000 followers, their weekend should be worth 5 or 10 grand. You really want to take them out and have them come out somewhere and work that many hours for you. You're going to make double that, triple that off of the money you're going to make off their back from their name anyways, right? They don't do that. They use people. They use people. Now, the way they sponsor people, and I have known multiple friends of mine who get sponsored. They're sponsored athletes by supplement companies. I have had at least several guys I work out with, have known, been friends with, everything else, have been sponsored over the years. Most of the time what a sponsorship consists of for an athlete, they give you a free shirt and a free tub of protein and a free pre-workout every month. And they give you a discount code so that you can buy their products cheaper than other people. Because you're a sponsored athlete, you can buy products cheaper than other people, sometimes at 50%. Alright, so then what a lot of these guys do, they buy a few tubs of protein and then sell it to their friends for a little bit of a markup, and they make some money, man. They make an extra $10 off every tub of protein they buy from the company, selling to their friends for less than they can buy it for. They sell that to 10 of their friends, man, they made $100. And they get a free t-shirt so they can walk around advertising them. They can wear that t-shirt at a meet or competition or an expo. They can be free advertising for that company. They can get on YouTube and have that shirt on, free advertising, because they got a free shirt from them. And they get a free tub of protein every month and a discount on any protein they buy, or whatever the supplements are. Well, that company's still making a profit, and then you're buying stuff and selling it, and selling it to your friends. They're still making a profit off of it, and you're running around promoting their product. They win all the way around. What did you get out of it? Some free protein powder? It's not any better than the real food you could have bought at the store. You get some free worthless supplements. Get a discount on some that you can resell. You get some free t-shirts. And they call that a sponsorship. You know what? To me, a sponsored athlete is someone who's getting their bills paid. A sponsored athlete means you go wear your Nike shoes and Nike gives you enough money to pay your rent and your car note for it. That's a sponsored athlete. They're sponsoring your ability to live and train. That's a sponsorship. These supplement companies don't actually do real sponsorships, other than maybe for a handful of people. A few pro bodybuilders maybe get a real sponsorship. Most supplement companies don't go sponsor pro athletes because they can't afford to pay pro athletes what a real sponsorship pays a pro athlete. So they don't make that much money off of them. So they only sponsor people in little niche activities where they know they can get a big following. Because you know what? Most NFL players, their followers aren't going to buy protein powder or a pre-workout. The majority of J.J. Watt's fans are not going to take whatever, Dr. Wild or Mr. Hyde or whatever, these different pre-workouts they come out with, Beast Mode, Alpha Pro pre-workout. I can tell you most of J.J. Watt's fans are not going to go buy that, right? So they're not going to give him $1 million to wear their shirt. But they'll give free shirts to a power lifter or bodybuilder. They'll send them some free supplements if they pimp their stuff. Or they give you a discount code. You're a sponsored athlete, but what you really are is a commission salesman. I'll hook you up. I get a discount. You use my discount code, you get this product 10% cheaper, 20% cheaper. You click my affiliate link, you might get a discount. And then they give them a 10% cut. So the company loses 20% off of a product they've marked up 300%. No big deal. They were making a $20 profit anyways off that tub. They take $3 off the discount, $3 to give to the guy who is basically a commission salesman. That's not bad. They still make $14. But that person's out pimping and selling their product for them. And they'll call that a sponsorship. But they're just using you as a salesman on commission, and they give you 10%. 10%. So, after all that's done, they make $14 and you make $3. But you're the one who went and sold it. You're the one who went and found the schmucks. You're the one who found the idiots willing to buy this worthless crap. And they're the ones who just mixed up some worthless crap and dump it in a tub and put a pretty label on it. You had to go hustle and sell it to make your $3, and they make 14. They just use people. These aren't real sponsorships. This is a parasitic industry. It doesn't even make anything of value. It doesn't make anything of value. It makes a bunch of garbage and tells people they need it. I mean, you get all these guys on YouTube saying, I use it, it helps, I need it, while they're getting their little temper. They're making $3 off every sale, 50 cents off the sale, while screaming about how they use it and getting their free t-shirts. It doesn't do anything, but they convince everyone that they need it. All these power lifters, bodybuilders, trainers, everyone saying, well, no, you need it, it's useful, who are getting pennies to say it, while the companies make all the money. And basically people are having to put their names and reputations on the line for a bunch of products that don't even do anything. Because none of this stuff works. I mean, seriously, you guys really think any of this stuff works? Of course it doesn't. Most of it, 90% of supplements are complete garbage. 90%. 10% of them are useful in a certain environment, but they're not guaranteed to be useful. And about 10% of them are flat out dangerous. But that's legal in the United States. You can sell dangerous products as a dietary supplement in the United States. That's actually legal, by the way, till the FDA specifically says you can't sell it anymore, your specific product. So you can go find something that isn't documented to be an illegal toxin and put it in a supplement and sell it. And until the FDA makes you pull it, you're not legally required to pull it. Even though you know it's toxic. So that's an industry you're dealing with. Completely parasitic industry, and it preys on people, and it preys on all these people who do this. And you know why people market and sell this stuff? You know why they do it? For pennies? Because everyone else is doing it for pennies. So these companies aren't going to ever have to actually pay people real money to sell it, because there's 15 other people who will kill for that sponsorship. They want that sponsorship so bad, they'll take that $3 per tub. They'll take it. They'll take pennies. They'll sell their soul for those pennies. And because they know everyone will go out there and sell it for a free tub of protein and a free t-shirt every month. There's thousands of people who will. They don't ever have to pay anyone anything to sell their stuff. That's the beauty of it, because if you don't do it, someone else will. I don't sell it. They know there's 100 other YouTubers who will. So they don't need me. They don't need me. They don't need anyone who actually knows business, who will be like, no, dude, you need to give me half. I sell this $50 tub of protein, I want $25. Not like there's anything useful in it. It's not like you put more than $3 inside that jug. In that $50 jug, I want half. I won't have to sell your garbage. I won't have to sell my soul. I need my 30 pieces of silver, not 3. They don't want to deal with anyone who knows business, because they got a bunch of dumbasses and suckers out there who don't know business, who will pimp their garbage for pennies while they just rake in all the money. They'll sell their soul for pennies. They've got a beautiful system going, don't they? Pretty sad, pretty pathetic. But everyone wants those sponsorships. They want those affiliate links. They're so excited when they get them, and I've seen it a dozen times. Many friends of mine, I've watched them get these affiliates, and they get excited. They're so happy when they get it. It's a big deal. They get a commission and a free t-shirt. They're sponsored. Watched it happen over and over. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.